Good evening and welcome to this live broadcast. I'm MJ Lifestylist, coming to you from my home and studio in Bournemouth in the UK. And tonight we are doing our okay. 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 And tonight there we go. I'm not sure what happened there. That was weird. Good evening and welcome to our live broadcast. I'm MJ Lifestylist, coming to you from my home and studio in Bournemouth, UK. I was trying to flick something onto my screen. It told me I could look at the visual on the screen, but clearly that was a very bad mistake. How are you? How have you been? Haven't seen you guys since Thursday. I've had all sorts of things going on in my life. I'm trying to sort myself out and make myself all better. So I hope you guys are having a fantastic day so far and evening so far as well. Yes, we did. Thank you, Diane. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So hope you had a lovely afternoon and evening. We've had a lovely day for my birthday today, and I am looking forward to sharing the next hour with all of you lovely people. Please go ahead and like and share this broadcast with everyone so that they can see what we are up to. Just waiting for a couple more people to join in. Let's see what's going on. So what have you been up to since Thursday? What have you been up to since Thursday? It'd be lovely to hear from you. What are you grateful for at this moment? What are you grateful for at this moment, so that we can continue in an attitude of gratitude. So if you wouldn't mind liking and sharing this broadcast, that'd be great. Thank you to all of you that have sent messages. Thank you to those of you that have sent gifts and delivered gifts and cards. It has been really, really lovely to have lots and lots of love from everybody today. Just incidentally, some people were asking, and it's the only reason I've done it, but some people were asking what I wanted for my birthday or what they could do for my birthday, etc., etc. And the only thing I really want is a piece of artwork that I'm looking at purchasing. And so if you felt like you wanted to contribute to that, by all means follow the PayPal link on this thread, and just at the end of the / or whatever it is, if you just enter the digits of the amount that you'd like to enter. If it's £2, £1, £5, whatever, just the number, so 2 or a 1 or a 5. It's totally voluntary. I'm not expecting anybody to do it, but it would be lovely if somebody felt like doing it. That'd be great. But certainly no expectation from my side. It's just to fulfill the niche for those of you who were trying to ask me about what I might like for my birthday. And that gives you an indication of, those that do contribute will just be helping me to be able to purchase the artwork that I wanted for my birthday. It's a thought. Thank you so much to those of you who have actually contributed. I do appreciate it. I appreciate it greatly. And as I say, it is not not an obligation. So lots of people here. Happy birthday, Evan Paul. Thank you, Evan. Claire, Sue, missed you. Happy birthday. Thank you, Sue. I'm very well, thank you. I will just say very quickly, guys, on Friday I woke up with excruciating pain in my left arm, upper arm on the left, located between my shoulder and my elbow. Wasn't sure what was going on with it, and it got worse and worse as the day went on, and I wasn't sure what to do or how to deal with it. So eventually managed to, after lots of coaxing, managed to phone the doctors. They phoned back, they analysed or assessed it over the phone, and suggested I take paracetamol, and thought that I'd perhaps frozen my shoulder or done something to my shoulder overnight. but I couldn't move my arm, I couldn't lift it, I couldn't do anything with it, and it wasn't very fun. It was very, very scary. And so at the end of all of that, paracetamol was needed. Took lots of that, well, within reason, and by yesterday morning the pain had subsided and gone. So amazing that it was gone and sorted and done, which was lovely. So thank you to all of you who were concerned, but that's why I wasn't live on Friday, because I just couldn't deal with the pain. That was the issue. Let's do a card for everyone. Ooh. So the first card we have is Stuck in the Mud. Thank you for your wishes, guys. The first card we have is Stuck in the Mud. And Stuck in the Mud is card 24. It comes up as a 6, so 2 and 4 is 6. And what we see with Stuck in the Mud is that the elephant is still moving forward. There's a little bird on its back, but the elephant is still moving forward. And the funny thing here is, as much as we feel stuck in the mud, the fact is, as long as we keep moving forward, that's the important thing. It's not important about, the mud isn't as important as keeping moving forward. Also, the little bird on the back of the elephant reminds me of like our conscience sitting on our backs and just trying to get us to pull ourselves right and pull ourselves into the groove. So our conscience will always try and steer us clear of any drama or any trauma. And also allow us to review how far we've come. So that is what we have with Stuck in the Mud. Huge rainbow outside. Oh, gorgeous. Hello, Kim. Hello, Tanya. Thank you for that meditation, Tanya. That sound file. It's really, really cool. I shall be listening to it again. Hope you've had a good day. I have had a very good day, thank you. Oh, what's the artwork I want? I'm buying I've booked a piece of artwork from Patrick Gamble, similar to the lion that we have here. There's the elephant that I now want, which is absolutely gorgeous. But it's also got a price tag to it. So that's what I'm wanting to buy with my birthday money this year. Is I want to buy myself the elephant piece by Patrick Gamble. I've forgotten what it's called now, but it's gorgeous. It's a beautiful elephant. For the top of my stairs, that's where it's going to go, and so all funds will go to that. Good evening and welcome everyone. Right, who do I want to talk to? Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Tanya. Diane's here. Yvonne's here. Thank you, Sandy. Brune. Right. The next card we have tonight is Come to Life. Card 29. 29 comes to an 11, which is an angelic number or a master number. It just is something that tells us that angelic energy is watching over us, looking over us, and leading us moving forward. And coming to life is the statue going from being a solid statue to being almost pixie-like again. So finding the mischief in life, finding the magic in life, just really coming into your own, feeling yourself into your new existence, just really, really being good at being you. Let's see where we go with this. Tanya Bunting, are you still here? I want to come to you. Don't forget to like and share this, guys. Like and share, like and share. Tanya Bunting, you're here. So Tanya, if you would just like to acknowledge that you're still here. I think I want to come to you first this evening. Tanya? Just a yes that you're here, and then we can get started. And then Sharon and then Diane, but I don't know if everybody's here. Sharon Gledhill, I want to come to you next after Tanya Bunting. Tanya, are you here? Facebook says you're here. Tanya? I know there's a delay on Facebook as well. Hey, Cody. Right. Tanya, can you not type back? Because I can see you here now. Okay, Tanya, I want to come to you first. For you, I feel like there's a stress or a headache going across here. It feels like a migraine, or it feels like a pain in the head or pain across the head. more so from concentration or over concentration, over exertion across the front of your sort of forehead area. Does that make sense to you? Hey, Jenny. I will. Oh, okay. Tanya's lost sound. All right. So Tanya, can you understand that I've just said? I feel like I've got a headache going across my head here. I feel like there's pain that's localized across here. More from concentration or focusing too much. I don't know if you do or don't wear glasses. I can't remember, but it just feels like I have this tension headache. I have this pain across here, or this stress across my forehead. Does that make sense to you, Tanya? Tanya? Sharon, I'm going to come to you next. But you don't have any stress or problem across here, like tension across the head. If not you, do you know where that is in your home? I definitely thought I was coming to you though. Thanks, Wes. Happy birthday, Martin. I hope you have had the best day. Cake looked amazing. Sharon, would you understand this? Sharon Glendhill? Sharon Glendhill, will you understand this? The headache or the stress or the tension across the forehead. Localized across the forehead. It's okay, Tanya. I'm just trying to see if the lady after you that I've mentioned for after you, Sharon, if she's still here, if she can understand that. Oh, she's still here. Oh, what is going on? And tension, Sharon? Wait, let me make the screen brighter. Brilliant. Sharon, would you understand the tension? Well, then I'm going to open it to everyone because I want to start there. It doesn't feel like a headache. It feels like tension or stress across the forehead, where someone's been like wearing their glasses too long and focusing too long on something. That's what I'm looking for. Thanks, Janice. If nobody can take this, then I don't know where I'm going to go next. Oops. Yes, I did, Janice. Thank you. Can anybody understand this? I've got like tension across the front of my head. It's not a headache. It's not a pain. It is, okay, Claire. It is like I'm wearing my glasses too long. I'm getting stressed in my eyes, that kind of thing. Like a burning kind of thing in my eyes, that kind of vibe. It's not a headache per se. It's the idea of the stress. Claire says it sounds like her. Would you understand then, Claire, having to have had some sort of paracetamol or something during the week because of this? Or some sort of break from looking at whatever you were looking at? It feels like there's relief from the tension. So I don't know if it's from paracetamol or something, or whether it's from taking a break from what you were doing and stepping away from what you were doing. Yes, today. Okay, brilliant. Wesley, why are your eyes burning? Are they burning now? Conjunctivitis. Okay. Okay, Wes, let me come to you afterwards. Claire, so yesterday. Claire, it feels like the stuff that you've been having to read, observe, work with, do, hasn't all been, I'm not going to say fun, but hasn't all been good stuff to have to deal with. So it feels like it's not stuff that you enjoy processing, digesting, etc. And, okay, and so the extra work, so you've just said that, had to work all weekend on the laptop. It just feels like you need to make sure that you take structured breaks, and often, little and often, to make sure that you actually are not immersing yourself too much in the content of what you're processing. So I don't need to know what it is. I know where you work and I know what you do, but it feels like if the stuff isn't good stuff to be reading or working through, and it's mostly like awkward, hectic, bad stuff, whatever you want to call it, then it's important to really take little breaks that are often, little and often, so structured breaks that'll really help you to understand better that you're not actually part of that, you're actually just observing that or reading that or doing that. So that's really, really important for you, Claire. Also for you, Claire, do you have 2 kittens now? 2 kittens or 1? I know you had 1. Hey, Glenn. Claire, do you have 2 kittens now? Just 1. Don't be surprised if 1 more arrives or appears, or you're having to deal with another one. I'm not sure what I want to say there, but it just feels like 1 is not going to be the quota. It's going to be more than 1. So that is something to look out for, I suppose. Also, are you still in a relationship, Claire? Sasha won't be happy. Are you okay? Are you still in a relationship, Claire? Hey, Joanna Bishop. Okay. I feel like there's a ring that's coming off, so I feel like there's an ending or a break in a relationship or a partnership. It doesn't always have to be romantic. Sometimes it could be the case that it's work related or club related or activity related. So just be aware that there is some sort of severing of ties that happens, or some sort of break in a relationship that happens in or around you, near or around you, or to yourself as well. So just be aware of that as it's manifesting. Okay, cool. Right. Glenn Miller, are you still here? No. Oh, Wesley, I was coming to you next. Thank you, Jonah. Thank you to everyone who's talked about my birthday. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Conjunctivitis, Wes. In the eye, you said? Yep, that was Bella. She's over here lying down. She's had a very rough day of being fabulous. Wesley, are you still here? Hey, Adrian. My tulips are about to open. They are gorgeous, Adrian. They're right in front of me. Thank you for those. Dun, 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 dun. Wesley, are you still here? Wesley, are you still here? Wesley, are you still here? Wesley, yes you are. Wes, I want to talk to you about your conjunctivitis. So that usually happens to protect the eye, looking after the eye. Metaphysically, it's about the things you've been watching or looking at, and just to make sure that you are always looking after your eyes. You might want to flush your eye with some saline water, some salt water. No, is that right? Just take care of it. Also for you, Wesley, there's a strain in the eye that's happening. I know somebody else has also owned it. Emily, I think, said also she's having the problem as well. But it really feels like you need to be very, very, very careful with your eyes, Wes. I feel like you've got dust or dirt into your eye as well, and that it's like sitting there like grains of sand or grains of dirt or dust. So I don't know if you've been working on something or working with something that has kicked dust into your eye, but please, please, please try and flush your eye if you can. Try and make sure that you keep your eye as clear as possible, because you know we all need our eyes. We all need to be able to see. Well, none of us should be careless with our eyesight. Okay, you get it often. Then what do you keep doing to create that? Because you're not learning from the pattern. Yeah? Megan's favourite flowers, yes. Oh, amazing. Hi, Michelle. How are you, Michelle Dennis? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, so Wesley, just to make sure that you keep your eye clear and flushed. One of my favourite cards in the deck, guys, is card 27, Home. Card 27, Home, is a card that comes up as a 9. And so 9 is all about endings, completions, and finishing off. When I look at this card, all the detail in it, I see the Magic Faraway Tree by Enid Blyton. It really, really, really helps as a visual for me. So home is all about feathering your nest, looking after yourself, making sure that you are just comfortable in your home, comfortable in your space, and are keeping the things in your space that are making you happy. That's really, really important. Keep the things in your space that make you happy, and more of that will come forward. That's how I feel I want to say, that's what I feel I want to say about that. It's a lovely, lovely feeling. Home is, you know, that feeling of ownership, that feeling of belonging, and just allowing yourself to feather your nest a bit. A lot of people, I know in South Africa, people are going into winter, and so it is very important to sort of have your fires going and your blankets and candles and warm things. Here in England, we can have that all year long. It is really, really, really important to have the things that you love nearest and dearest to you at home. It just reminds me of such a magical tree, this tree. Amazing, amazing, amazing. One of my favourite stories of all time. I see lots of people are agreeing with me there. Wesley says he baths at least twice a year. That's how it looks, Wes. Or are you trying to say you get it twice a year? Whichever way around it goes, just take care of yourself, Wes. Look after yourself. Really, really, really important. So, Michelle bought that book when she was 7. She still has it, actually. What have I been up to today, birthday boy? I have been eating lunch with my husband and dog in the garden. We had an afternoon tea that Diana Thomas came to deliver here. We've had some curd. We've had all sorts, actually. And after this broadcast, I'm going to go and have drinks in the garden with my chimenea. Puffing smoke away the chimenea and creating some heat in the cool garden, and we're going to have some drinks out there, which is what we plan on doing for the rest of the night. So tomorrow we're back on track. Tomorrow we're back to our normal broadcasting sessions. So don't forget, Monday through Friday we're live from 4 until about 4:45 o'clock, and that is to do motivation, inspiration, and conversation for your day and week ahead. Mondays we do meditation. Tuesdays we are doing crystals. Wednesday oracle cards. Thursday spiritual tools, and Friday we are going to be talking about reviews or interviews. So that's what we're doing throughout the week. And then don't forget, next Sunday night we will have a mediumship evening again. Also don't forget, this Thursday night we've got our mediumship workshop. This Thursday night, mediumship workshop, 7 till 10 UK time, £15 a person, and the details of that can be found on our events page. If anyone feels inclined to make a donation this evening, lots of people were asking me what I wanted for my birthday, what could they get me for my birthday, especially on here, people were asking, and I don't expect anything, I never ask for anything, but I decided to just set up a link and you could make a donation if you wish to towards my art piece that I'm going to be purchasing with my birthday money, because obviously an art piece is an investment and it is a gorgeous picture of an elephant that I want to get for my birthday. As a giclée, it's a big print of a giclée, and it's for my hallway stairs. So give that some thought. If it's something you're inclined to do, great. If it's not, that's fine too. No expectation on my part. Just something to answer the question that everybody has been posing. So that's great. So, Wizard of Awareness is next. Card number 3. Now, Wizard of Awareness has come up this week before. And he comes along whenever you have a problem that you actually don't feel you can handle right now. It's a bit out of your control. Maybe you're stressed, you don't know what decision to make. Wizard of Awareness comes along and says, you know what, sit in my seat. And he lets you sit in his throne and view things objectively. So basically take yourself out of the situation and view things objectively so that you can decide whether or not you're going to do something, and it also gives you some space. So it's that idea of just taking yourself out of a situation that's becoming too volatile and allowing yourself the space to work out what you really need or want from that situation that's going to help you in the long run. So that's really, really important. Really, really, really important. What else? Ooh, okay. Hey Cameron, hey Agnieszka. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dry Desert comes up next. Card 31 comes to a 4. 4 is all about foundation. It's the number of the square, number of the 4 pillars. Really stability, strength, structure that you build on to move forward. In a dry desert, everything looks like it's dry and no activities going on, but actually under the sand there's all sorts of things living under the sand, and the proof in the pudding is when it starts to rain, all of a sudden the desert comes to life. So even though things might feel like they've dried up at the moment and work has dried up and people are all stressed about everything, there's a lot going on behind the scenes while nothing is going on. And so just don't be surprised that when everything kicks back into gear again, that we hopefully will all end up being super busy and really gainfully employed in the things that we enjoy doing, the things we want to do, the things we need to do. Really, really, really important. So that's an idea for dry desert. Cody says, hey Cody, I don't know if it's just me going crazy, but I'm sure things keep happening in my room, noises, etc. The nappies fell off the computer chair earlier, very random. People will often spirit will often make itself known to us, Cody. And so really, really important to note that when things start to move, shift, happen, noises, creaks, light switches, whatever, it's not like in the movies. It's just those in spirit letting you know that they're around you. Now, if you choose to work with them, you can acknowledge it and tell them that you can understand that they're there. You don't have to do it out loud. You can just say it in your head. If you choose not to work with them, just say to them, don't really want to work with spirit, and I'd rather that you didn't contact me, and they will step back. So it's entirely up to you as to whether or not you wish to work with spirit or acknowledge it or encourage it, and if not, then spirit will step back and leave you be. Entirely up to you. Hey Cam, dry desert card stirs my soul. This is my favorite deck of cards in the whole wide world, guys. It's called the Enchanted Map by Colette Baron Reid. This is the deck I was telling Wes he should get. Really, really beautiful deck of cards, 54 cards. I've used it for about 6-7 years, and only because I was talking about it the other day, because I'd given my ones away. When I was talking about it the other day, it felt that I needed to buy a deck of it again, so that's why I bought them to show you guys. Mel says, Martin, I'm in a lot of pain these last few days. My neck gives me headaches. Can you send healing energy? Absolutely, Mel. Neck is always about being supported, Mel. So when our neck is in pain, it's about not feeling supported. So the head is one of the heaviest parts of the body. And so if the neck is feeling in pain or sore or discomfort, then often it means that we don't feel like we are being supported in our endeavors. We aren't being supported in our life at the moment. And so there's those kinds of things to look out for when we are sensing the pain within the neck. Okay? Cool. So that's what we need to look at for neck for you, Mel, but I will certainly send out healing for you because I'm feeling a lot better now and very ready to carry on with the work that I do. So thank you for checking, but that's what the neck is. We're not feeling supported in our life. So it exhibits like that. Cody says, I'm definitely open-minded when it comes to spirits. I love to work with spirit. Thank you for that information. So if that's the case, Cody, you can just say to them that you are more than happy to work with them, and could they show themselves to you in a gentle way. In a gentle way. We always respect spirit when we work with spirit. We never ever challenge spirit, and we never ever get angry with spirit, because that will just create negative vibes, and you don't want those within your home, ever. You just like the movies, just like the song. Okay, I know the reference. Why, Wesley? Why? James is here. James Cowan of 905 Design. James? Oh, I've got that wrong. James, what's your company name? Give yourself a plug. James is our tech guy. He does all our websites for us, both our websites for us, should I say. Does some fantastic work. 995 Design, James? I've just forgotten the number. Oh, James, just give us a plug there quickly. I'll actually look for it quickly. I know where I can find it. Mr. James. There we go, 995design.com. James is phenomenal. If any of you want any website work done or any tech support kind of stuff to do with websites, etc., James is your man. He runs a very small company and his work is phenomenal. I have worked with him for many years doing my websites, etc., and he keeps me on track and gets me to send in stuff when I can remember. So Diane says, I'd love spirit to be with me. I definitely will respond back. Yeah, it's one of those things. You just have to gently work with spirit. They want to work with us. They don't want to frighten us. They don't want to come through to us and scare us, etc., etc. So it's always something that you would need to be super aware of. Just being gentle with spirit. Cody says, thank you, James. Cool. Where would we find these cards to purchase in our neck of the woods? If you guys have got Amazon now, you can find her on Amazon. I don't know if you have Amazon again, because for a while you didn't in South Africa. She's definitely on Amazon. Colette Baron Reid, and the deck is called The Enchanted Map. Hits a luck with these. I've bought them for about £8 a deck, which is very cheap for a deck. That's about 160 Rand. You're probably looking at a lot more than that. But that is the deck without the nice gold on the side that some of them have. Cool. I need my website being done. It's given me such a headache this week. Emily, get hold of James. James Cowan is your man. He is really, really good. Mel says, my hair looks the best he's ever seen. Do you know what? I cut it myself, Mel. I cut it the other day when I got too irritated with it. I just cut it. Andrew just did the little strip down the back where I couldn't see. He just fixed the back. But I cut all my hair. But thank you for that, Mel. I love that compliment. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everybody seems to like it except my mother. She says it's too short. Wesley, Amazon online. Yeah, Amazon online. That's where I think you would find her deck of cards. But they are beautiful. They are beautifully illustrated. The next card I'm going to do right now is my favorite card of the whole deck. This is my favorite. Hey, Steve. Steve's my birthday cuz. Hey, Steve. How are you, darling? Shouting up at my flat this afternoon. Steve did a drive-by and shouted, happy birthday, Martin Jones, at the flat this afternoon. And all my neighbours want to know who was shouting at the flat. This lady is the Bone Collector. She is my favorite card in this whole deck. There's so much magic and mystery with her. She's card number 1. To me, she's like a Sangoma in South Africa, medicine woman in North America. She's just this very happy little old lady. She's got all sorts of omens and tools around her, and she's just chilled. She's got this beautiful aura, and really, really, really amazing. Now, the Bone Collector, she's card number 1. 1 is all about fresh starts, new beginnings, setting things up. And she comes along at a time when maybe you can't deal with a certain situation in your life, you don't know what to do about it, you don't know how to move forward from it. And so she comes along, and what she does is she takes that situation away, similar to taking a bone out of your body. So she's the Bone Collector. She'll take that bone away, and she'll look after it until you are in a better headspace, better heart space, able to better work within yourself, within others, etc., etc. So it is a situation where when you are in a better headspace and better able to deal with it, she then brings that bone back to you. And if you've grown beyond the size of the bone, the theory is she'll grind it up and blow the dust towards you, because she's bringing it back when you're better able to deal with it. So she's very conscientiously helping us guide through our life. She is one of my most favourite cards. She just reminds me so much of a little old lady sat there around her fire with all her little tricks of her trade and tools of her trade and tinctures and potions and things, and how she just so lovingly takes that bone away because it's just one thing too much for you to deal with right now. And then when you're better able, when you're better ready to deal with things, to just bring it back and to blow it, as it were, towards you, if it's too if the shape of the bone is not the right size for you because you've grown as an individual. All metaphysical, of course. None of it is real. It's all metaphysical, all in the metaphysics of life. So hair grows quickly though. Haha, yes. Happy birthday, Gonzalez from Top Fan. It's Tom Jones's birthday. I didn't know that. Is it Tom Jones's birthday today? I've got 10 or 11 friends that are having their birthdays today. Every year it grows. So 43 today, so I'm into a 7-year. So when you turn 43, so from today I start my 44th year, because obviously when you're born up until you turn 1, that is your first year. So from 0 to 1 is your first year, and then when you turn 1 you start your 2nd year. So I'm starting my 44th year. 44 is an angel number, which is great for me. 44 also comes to an 8. 8 is about infinity, it's about prosperity and abundance, and it's really going to resonate for me because it's just making me able to work towards synchronicities in my life and the prosperity and abundance that I've been looking for within my life as well. Charmaine Angelique Angelo, mwah! Hello gorgeous, how are you? Oh, he's 80 today. I didn't know that. I didn't know it was his birthday today. Andrew, did you know it's Tom Jones's birthday today? Andrew? No. Oh. No, Andrew didn't know either. So this family did not know that the other Jones is also having his birthday. How rude to have it on my birthday. Claire, can you be drawn to a set of cards yet find they don't work well with you? Yes, that usually happens when you're drawn to them, Claire, from a distance, like online, etc. And when they arrive, they don't feel right for you. That's how I've been drawn to a set of cards before, but when they arrived and I tried to work with them, they didn't feel right. So yes, it is possible, which is why I always say you should try and work with the cards before you purchase them. Either have a sample deck at a shop or have a friend who has that deck of cards, etc., etc. I would definitely test drive cards before purchasing them, if that is possible. It's not always possible, but you know, if there is a possibility, then great. That's the idea. Absolutely. Right, Charmaine, thank you, Charmaine. Thank you for my birthday wishes. Let's do another card for you guys. Let's do another card. Oh, Solitude. So card number 13 comes to a 4, and 13 is Solitude. And here you have a windmill without the sails. The windmill's got no sails, there's a light on, and it seems like it's on a little island. Okay? So it is really, really important here. Solitude is important. It's important to spend time on your own. It's important to spend time in silence, which is why meditation is really good for us, because it really helps to recalibrate your brain, bring things back into perspective, and just allow yourself to be still and to be at one with yourself. Because all the answers we require in life are within us. Every answer we need in life is within us. And so it's really, really, really important to, really, really important for us to listen to the voice inside. Listen to the voice within us. That's really going to help. Okay? Really, really, really going to help. Always good to see you. You're a breath of fresh air. Thank you, Charmaine. Charmaine's a friend of mine from South Africa who used to model for my modelling school in South Africa. And I'm wearing my modelling t-shirt tonight. MJ Models for my modelling school here in the UK. You were coming to me tonight for some reason. Sorry, Diane? I don't understand. I was coming to you tonight for some reason. I don't understand your message, Diane. July 13th is your birthday. Okay, Mel. Interesting. Which makes you a Cancerian. Is yours also July 13th, Adrian? I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all. I better put that in my diary, hey? It's the day before my friend Matt. So yeah, you can often get drawn to a deck of cards if you're looking at them from a distance and really like them. But I would definitely say if you can find someone who has them and just give them a bit of a shuffle, see how they feel with you. I've only ever had 2 decks that I've bought online that when they've arrived were just like, don't like this. Very, very rare. I didn't mention you, Diane. I was drawn to Sharon and my other client with the blonde hair. I don't think I mentioned your name, Diane. I shall give that some thought. July 15th. Oh, everyone's having a birthday now. Lovely. Michelle, haha, where's spring chicken piccanini? Diane, I know you've been, let's see. Diane, you've been posting photos. Oh, did I? Okay. Posting photos. No, Diane, apparently I did say you. Sue Venus is on the ball. Sue Venus is on the ball. Diane, I know you've been posting photos of you wearing different garments for things that you were planning to do for going away. You were going on trips, etc. So, really, really, really important, Diane, not to put those outfits away, because it does feel like you are going to be doing some traveling, but not the way you expect it to be. So if you were going on a cruise, for instance, you might not be going on a cruise anymore, but you will be going on a trip of some sort. It feels more local than further away. It feels more internal, like in the country, in the province, what do you guys call it, in the county, rather than outside of. So I still see a trip being on the cards for you, but it's important to note that it's not the trip that you were expecting to be doing or taking part in. It's certainly a lesser trip, something easier, something tinier, something less strenuous than what you were going to be doing. And it's going to be good for you. So travel is really, really good for you. Getting out and about is really, really good for you. It's really going to help you. Breathe, Martin Jones, says Mel. I am breathing, Mel. I just thought that I hadn't mentioned Diane, but apparently I did. So that's my fault. Not a problem. Wesley's trying to grow up. Everybody else is laughing at Wesley. That's cool. So Diane, travel in some way, shape or form is still going to be happening. And it feels like you should grab any opportunity to go for even like a day trip out, etc., etc., because it's really good for your mental well-being, for your emotional well-being, your mental well-being. So that feels really, really good for you at this time. At this time. I don't know why Mel's telling me to deep breathe, because I'm fine. I'm fine. Mel, why don't you breathe deep too? We'll do it together. Cool. That's actually quite important though. Mel's bringing up a point that I was busy joking about, but it's actually quite important that all of us take some deep breaths at the moment, because there's so much change happening now. Again, sort of the wheels are turning and changes are being made. So it is really, really important for Mel's right. Whether or not he's joking, he's right. There's so many little changes that are coming to be at the moment. Like on Monday the 15th, which is Monday week, there's going to be more changes made to the lockdown. And I think people are going to get frustrated and irritated, etc. And that we really just need to breathe deep, hold it, release it, and hold it, and then breathe deep again. Really, really important. Because there are going to be things that set people off. There are going to be situations that are going to set people off. So just allowing oneself to work through the breath is really, really important, because it is going to give you moments of calm and moments of pause between things. And that is really, really, really important for everyone to do right now. So thank you, Mel, for that reminder. I wasn't saying you were joking. I said you could be joking, but it's actually an important point that you're bringing up. So that's cool. Thank you, Mel. For Diane, Mark and I were talking about a caravan holiday in Devon. Yes, that's cool. That's absolutely cool, Diane, because that's what I feel like it is for you. It's a shorter trip. It's a closer trip. It's something more manageable. And something that you can do quite easily without having to jump through too many hoops or be affected by too many things. So that's a lovely idea for you. Very, 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 very cool idea for you to do. As opposed to a big trip away. And that's really going to give you some fresh air as well, some food for thought, etc. And I suppose you could take your little doggy with as well. Is going to really, really help in many ways. Then it's going to really, really help, and help to set you on the correct path, really, for yourself, and allow you to be very, very fruitful in your ideas and in your thoughts and in your deeds. So that sounds really, really cool. I like that a lot. Well done to you. Cool. I do cards for everyone, Mel, so I will pick another card right now. If you feel that it resonates particularly with you, then that is cool. It's for anyone that's watching right now. This card may be for you. Mel's requested it, but it may be for anyone that is watching right now. So it's card 21, and it's called Field of Dreams. Here we have some fairy tale folk that are all sitting on eggs, and we have lots of butterflies flying around. 21 comes to a 3. 3 is all about change. And so sitting on eggs, sitting on ideas, etc., etc. And Field of Dreams is important, because right now we can all be planning for our dream situations to happen, whether it's partners, whether it's new employment, whether it's bringing new situations into our life, achievements into our life. The Field of Dreams is really about putting together your list of what you want to attract into your life, and allow to come into your life, and by making it reality, by putting it down on paper, you're actually already starting the action of getting the things rolling, getting the ball rolling, getting things into place. So Field of Dreams is really an indication of being ready for the things that are coming your way in a good way. And as I say, 21 is a card of change, but the butterflies would also signify transformation. So transformation happens as a result of the changes that we make. So one always follows the other, and really, really cool for those two concepts to come through together in the idea of the card of Field of Dreams. So the number is referring to the change, and the picture is referring to the butterflies in the picture, which are all above, are referring to all the transformations that happen as a result of the change. So all these fairy tale folk are sitting on their ideas. They're busy, posting up the things that they want to attract into their lives, and then the transformation happens as a result of that. Very, very positive, very, very beautiful card, and something to really look forward to for most of us. So that is great. Really, really cool. Really, really cool. So I'm really looking forward to some of you joining us tomorrow or during the week. Don't forget, these live broadcasts are daily, and the daily broadcasts are at 4 o'clock now, 4 till 4:40. Each day has a theme, although we will be doing some breathing, and we will be doing a couple of cards. We also have different topics of conversation per day. Mondays is meditation, Tuesdays is crystals, Wednesdays is oracle cards, Thursdays we do spiritual tools, and Fridays we do interviews or book reviews. And all of that happens at 4 o'clock UK time, Monday through Friday. Thursday night we've got a mediumship workshop. For those of you that want to take part, there are still some spaces on the workshop. Really important to get your place booked now, because the spaces do run out quite quickly. And the mediumship workshop will teach you the first steps towards working mediumistically, as taught by myself through my own workshop. And then next Sunday night we are also going to have another mediumship evening. Anyone that felt inspired or felt inclined to make a donation this evening, thank you so much. If you still want to make a donation, the link is at the bottom of this broadcast. You can find the link for PayPal, and you can link into that to make a donation towards my birthday fund. That'd be fantastic. If you're not inclined to do so, please don't feel obligated or obliged to do so. It was merely an answer to a question that many of you had asked me in private about taking part in celebrating my birthday, and how could you get things to me, or what did I want for my birthday. So there is a link, and you can certainly make that donation if you wish to, and that is through the PayPal link below, so that I can go ahead and order my artwork that I want. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Everybody, please take care of yourselves and each other. I shall look forward to seeing you in the week, and I'm going to leave you with one last card, but really, really hope that you've had a lovely evening with me, and whatever you choose to do from here on out, do it with love, do it with care, take care of yourselves and each other. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. The last card for this evening is flying. Here we have a carousel horse, and the carousel horse is card number 20, and it is a horse that it's not attached to the carousel anymore, so it's not having to go up and down. It can just all round and round. It's free to do whatever it wants to do, and flying means you're free to do whatever you want to do. Card 20 comes to a 2. 2 is all about finding your soulmate, finding your true purpose. There's spring flowers in the air here. There's air bubbles as well. Really, really, really gorgeous. Really, really, really beautiful. And this means that you're no longer having to, when you get this card, you're no longer having to go around in mundane circles and up and down like the horses. You are able to transcend the, what's that called? What are those things called? The green thing at the bottom, I've just forgotten what it's called. No one can tell me. The hedge thing, what's it called? A maze, there we go. You don't have to walk through the maze or walk, play by other people's rules. You're able to transcend the maze. You can fly right over the maze in your own Technicolor splendor and do exactly what you want to do. So that is the card 20. It's the last card of the evening. I'd like to thank you all for spending my birthday with me. I hope you have a fantastic evening, no matter what you intend to do for the rest of the evening. And I love you all, and really look forward to seeing you when next you're able to join us. I am, as always, MJ Lifestylist, coming to you live from my home and studio in Bournemouth, and wish for you only the best for your evening ahead. And until we see you again, take care of yourselves and each other. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. Be blessed. Have a fantastic week ahead. Namaste. MJ.